guys, how are you doing? So thank you for joining me again today for episode 4 of season 2 of Inspiration, my podcast dedicated to knitting and yarn dyeing. So if you are a returning viewer, I would like from the bottom of my heart thank you for joining me again. It's a real pleasure to be able to spend a few minutes with you. And if you are new to the podcast, well, thank you so much for checking me out. I really hope you will like what you see. So today I want to share with you a few things, starting with the announcement of the winner for the ongoing CAL by Tricot Stitch. So, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself because I forgot to tell you important things. So I'll get back to the winner in a few minutes. So yeah, in the show notes you have all the important link, everything Tricot Stitch on the internet, so you can find my Etsy shop, my Instagram handle, my Facebook page, and most importantly, my newsletter. So don't hesitate to subscribe to the newsletter. It's the best way to keep in touch. It's the best way to make sure you're not missing anything regarding the weekly updates of the shop. New yarn, new knitting goodies. So everything will be in the newsletter. It's sent once a week on Mondays around 5 p.m. Paris time, because I live near Paris in France. Also, if you like the podcast, don't hesitate to give me a thumb up and to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys. Okay, so back to the winner. So there is a monthly CAL for Tricot Stitch. Every month it starts anew for Tricot Stitch project, so it can be with yarn or with Tricot Stitch patterns, and you can play both on Ravelry and or on Instagram. And each month there's a CAL. For Instagram there's a specific hashtag, so for this month it's Tricot Stitch Ep4 Fanfare Fev 2021, if I'm not mistaken, because it's quite long. Lots of things to say in there. And the price for January was one freak skein of the January colorway of the Sock Knitter's Almanac. So that's Nuit d'hiver on Extrafine Fingering, and a freak skein because it's an unusually large skein. It's 125 grams. It's over 4 ounces and 500 meters, which is not my regular skein. I usually have 100 grams for 400 meters. So I don't know what happened with that one, but it's for the winner. And the winner is someone on IG. Her Instagram handle is Le Fil de Saria. So congratulations, you're winning freak skein. Just a quick note to tell you that, the Ep4 Fanfare is open to international participants, so do not hesitate to enter. The discussion thread on Ravelry is in French. The first message is in French, but you just have to post a picture of your Tricot Stitch project in the thread, and I will, not chit chat or whatsoever. I will just, pick your entry for the draw, and that's it, basically. Okay, the price for February is one skein of February, the February colorway of the Sock Knitter's Almanac, and it's called Lueur. If you're new to the podcast, you might want to check out my previous episode where I introduce this colorway for February of the Sock Knitter's Almanac. It's basically a club with new colorways every month, inspired by a theme linked to the ongoing month. So for February, the theme was Candlemas. The like the celebration of candles, like something with candles. So it's called Lueur. Lueur means light in French. So that's for the winner. I will be announcing the winner beginning of March for this one. Thank you for participating. Also, I wanted to tell you that finally, you might have, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me quite excited on an IG live last week, because I finally received some yarn. My main suppliers are in the UK, and as you might know, UK has left the European Union with the Brexit, and there was a lot of uncertainties regarding well, all the new administrative process to go through for my suppliers to send me my yarn. I finally get a hold of all my orders. So that's super relieving, because I was so anxious. One order I placed beginning of January, and I received it only a couple of days ago, so that was in February, almost a month. Usually it's 2 days. But everything is okay. The amount of fees we are having is completely reasonable. I need to clear up a few things yet prior to see if I need to increase my prices just a tad to cover, you know, custom duties or things like that. But it seems that as part of the Brexit negotiations, we have a waiver for custom fees for, you know, products coming from the UK to France. So I still was charged something. So my supplier is telling me that should not be the case. So I have to, you know, fill up a payback demand or request with the transporter, but well, there is much uncertainties. In any case, if I don't have a choice and I have to increase my prices, it will be really by a tad, maybe half, maybe 15 cents or something like that, 50 cents. And it will not be immediate. I think it won't be before March or something, but I will definitely let you know, guys. If I have to do that, I will tell you in a new podcast, okay? So everything is back in stock, excepted MCN, but all the other bases are back in stock, including Stellina. So if you wanted to have the January colorway, for example, on Lurex or on Stellina, so with a bit of sparkle, so everything is back in stock. And if you go in the Almanac section of the shop and you don't see it, don't hesitate to send me a direct message, because I have all the bases back in stock, and I'm currently opening pre-orders with a short turnover, like a week turnover instead of my usual 3 weeks, because, you know, I'm only dyeing that and it's quite quick now. So yeah, good news. Oh yeah, and another thing very important, because of the Almanac, of the Sock Knitters Almanac, I'm experiencing a lot of orders at the beginning of the month. And increased volumes in orders, in small orders, like one skein orders. And if you are placing more than one order and wish to regroup your orders, please let me know, drop me a note, because I won't be able to do that manually, because I'm shipping by order of, I'm shipping chronologically. I think that's it, okay? So first order placed, and then it goes out of the door first. I am not doing you know, I am not resorting everything by alphabetical order, so I won't be able to see if you have placed 2 orders and they are separate by a few hours. I won't be able to see. They should be placed together, and I will send them separately. So if you want to save, especially if you're from another country, it can be quite expensive for the shipping fees, and you wish to regroup your orders, please drop me a note. There is no problem. I can do that, and I will refund all the shipping fees in excess, but you have to let me know. Okay, thank you. That's all for that. So I wasn't able to do much knitting this week because I was super happily surprised by enthusiasm about the Sock Knitter's Almanac colorway for February for Lueur. I was super happy because it's quite a more personal colorway, because for the first colorway, Nuit d'hiver, I was quite sure you would like it because, I mean, it's blue, lots of shades of blue, and it's very bright, and it's lovely, really, and I was pretty sure you would love it. But for Lueur, I wasn't sure at all. It's very personal. It's an association of colors that I think is wonderful, but I wasn't sure how it would be, you know, perceived. So I was super happy to see that you guys loved it as well, and I would like to very much thank you for all your orders, and it means the world to me. So it encourages me to, you know, keep on and dye some more, and that's super. It's really cool because thanks to you guys I'm able to do that full time, support my family, and it's really, well, I'm living the dream, guys. So that's so cool. I just wanted to show you how the colorway looks across different bases, because the last time I showed you the colorway on tweed and on my Extrafine Fingering base, and I dyed it on MCN, which is not out of stock, but will be back in stock, I think, beginning of March. So this is what it looks like on MCN. It's very close to Extrafine Fingering. And I dyed it on BFL. And on BFL, it's a bit more saturated, a bit more intense. But that's due to the base, because I know that BFL takes the dye with more intensity than my Extrafine Fingering base, for example. So it's lovely. It's really lovely. I think you will have more color demarcation with BFL than with Extrafine Fingering, where the colors are more faded, worn into the other. So that's Lueur on all the different bases. I know I told you, I don't remember if I told you that I thought Stellina was the best option, sparkle-wise, for Lueur, and maybe Lurex was not. I was completely wrong. Lurex is gorgeous. I dyed that colorway on Lurex. I can't unfortunately show it to you because it's on the drying rack right now, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I will post a picture on my Instagram as soon as it's dry and all skinned up. Yes. So other things new in the shop while I'm at it. Last week I showed you the pressed flowers kits. So I have 2 extra petite decay in the Entre Chien et Loup colorway. So that will be in the Curiosities section of the shop. And I dyed some colors. So I have a new colorway that's called Écureuil, which is the French word for squirrel. That colorway is really beautiful. I have 2 skeins of Eleanor, which is my fluorescent pink. And I have 4 skeins of this beautiful, beautiful red with doesn't have a name yet. Also in the shop this week I have 3 exhaustion colorways. So my exhaustion colorway are dyed with all the leftover dyes from 1 or 2 dyeing sessions, because I don't want to waste anything. So when I'm doing speckles, when I'm, you know, using some dyes and I have some leftovers, I put everything in a dye bath and I dye some skeins with that dye bath, and I have the most awesome colorways this way. It's usually very pastel, but they are quite unique each time. They are not reproducible, not repeatable. So this is the exhaustion colorway of the last week dyeing sessions, and it's a beautiful beige rosé with lilac undertones, and it's beautiful, and it's on Extrafine single. And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is I had a gorgeous pre-order for a Magnolia Chunky cardigan, which I think it won't be long until I cast on for one, because I love that pattern. And that lovely customer wanted to have one of my colorway Rose Ancienne on Extrafine Decay, and that is so beautiful. I just wanted to share it with you. The colorway is beautiful. It's a beige, almost gray beige, greige, with beautiful speckles in green, purple, and brown, but more pink brown. So I can't wait to see it knitted up. I think it's going to yield the most beautiful Magnolia Chunky, and I might actually choose that colorway for myself because I really love it, although it might be too pale for me. I think I tend to prefer more saturated colorway for myself. That's it for the yarn, new yarn in the shop. Not much this week, mainly because I've been busy dyeing pre-orders for the Sock Knitters Almanac. So I've dyed a lot of Lueur. There is still some available as pre-orders with a short turnover in the Etsy shop. I dyed also a bunch of Nuit d'Hiver, and same, all is available as pre-orders with a very short delay. And in terms of knitting, I've been working on the new pattern I will show you later this year, which has to stay secret for the time being, but I will be able to tell you more about that in May. It kept me quite busy between the pre-orders for the Sock Knitters Almanac and that particular project I can't share. It kept me quite busy, but still there is 2 projects on which I was able to make some progress. It's the Stranded in Toronto daily knit along by Stunning String Studio, and it's coming along very nicely, and I'm quite smug about my stranded knitting. I mean, I think I'm really making some huge progress, because I still have you know, the occasional too tight stitch here and there, but otherwise I'm enjoying the process much more, because it used to be really painful for me to knit that, because I had the feeling that I was not succeeding, and it was ugly and all scrunched up and not. But this time I think it's more relaxed, and yeah, I think I'm starting to getting the hang of it. So here it is on the wrong side, which is not too bad. But more importantly, I'm actually enjoying the process, and that is really important if I wish to really make some progress, because otherwise I won't be practicing and I won't be making any progress. And the other projects on which, you know, I'm working on at the same time, I'm you know, knitting 2 rows a day on this project and 2 rows a day on this one. It's the Brioche Queen hat, and I'm really loving the association of both yarns, the Kid Silk Fluff and the association of the single and cashmere and silk yarn. It's working along very well, but I had a mistake, and I should have ripped, you know, I should have frogged, but I didn't want to lose the momentum, so I am attempting surgery. I don't know how it's going to, because I know that brioche is quite difficult to fix. I have a decrease to rework, to reknit like this. So I placed some markers just to not lose the stitches, you see, but I don't know if I will be, successful. I'll let you know, guys. I'm quite afraid, but I mean, I had to try. I didn't want to frog, because frogging and frogging brioche is really not something I enjoy. I think nobody enjoys it. So, okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is that I have a restock on Imable goodies. So yes, what I wanted to show you is the things that are back in stock. So first, with the Ship in Sweaters series, back in stock are the lovely little stitch markers. So you have 6 stitch markers in all in the set, 2 of each. So there is 2 ram with the red sweater, 2 ship with the blue sweater, and 2 ewes with the green sweater. So those are back in stock. Also, the tin box, the larger one, is back in stock as well. It's really convenient, you know, to put all your markers, all tiny toolery. It's perfect. Back in stock also is the large zipped pouch. The little one is still available in the shop, but this one was out of stock, so it's back in stock. And that also is back in stock. It's the big tote bag with the ram in the red sweater. My favorite. So that's for the goodies that are back in stock, but I have new goodies as well in that series, and this is only the beginning, because there is a lot of new things available at Imables this beginning of the year, and I will receive some more in my next order that is planned, I think, later this month and maybe early March, we'll see. So new in the Ship in Sweaters series are these lovely bookmarks, magnetic bookmarks, so work in progress like this, and my favorite stickers. So you have 5 sheets of Ship in Sweaters stickers. They are gorgeous with the odd yarn ball. I love them. So also the other series I had, and I have not had, I have in the shop, is the Woolly Puffins. And for these guys I had the big drawstring bag back in stock. I have the big zipped pouch as well. Everything is printed, each time everything is printed on both sides. That's really good quality. I mean, I love the canvas and The touch of it, it's cotton made basically, and it's really perfect for. I'm only using Aimable project bag lately, and I'm really enjoying them. The rounded tin box of the woolly puffins is back in stock as well. This is the perfect size, I think. I have some pins, woolly puffin pins, but I think those ones were out of stock. So you have the flying puffin back in stock, and the crochet puffin is back in stock as well. Stitch markers also, so you have the puffin in a yellow jumper, puffin in a green jumper, and the one in a blue jumper. So they're all in stock. And I have this tote bag that you loved very much. It's back in stock as well. It's the I Bloom in Love Knitting tote bag. So that's all in the shop. The new things in the woolly puffins is, like for the shipping sweaters, you now have the bookmark knitting puffin, and you have the stickers, so 5 sheets as well, and there you go. That's so cute. And I have 2 new series for you guys. I will have more once I have my second order, but still I have 2 new series by Aimable for you to share with you. So the first one is called Stitched Birdies. So this is the little purse. So as it's new, I have very limited stock on those items. And for the time being, the range is quite small. I don't have a lot of products in this series because I just want to see if you love them as much as I do. So small quantities, but if you love them, I will order some more to be delivered in the next order. So the Stitch Birdies little purse with the beautiful striped lining. In that series I have the 2 tin boxes, so you have the big one and the pocket one. So this is opening like this, and this opens like this. It's really cute. I have 3 pins. I think this is the blue tin, the awl, and the robin. And last in the series, I have the notebook. It's really lovely. So it's a hardcover notebook with a papered illustration, colored illustration inside, and lined pages with a bookmark. That's lovely. And the other new thing, so I hope you like them. The other new thing I wanted to share with you, and this is even more small. I only have 3 items in this series. It's the Garden Birds series by Aimable again. So I love her illustrations, it's beautiful. So here it is. The lining is striped with a coordinated color, a very beautiful green. And I have the coordinated bookmark. And the most lovely pin. And that's it for this time around of Aimable. So do not hesitate to visit the section of Aimable in my Etsy shop. You will see everything I have listed, everything I've shown you, and some more, something that were still available. Do not hesitate to let me know if you like them, if you'd like to see some more. What I like the most about Aimable is that she has a lot of knitting goodies, and she has extending her range of knitting goodies to stitched birdies as well, garden birds. There is some other new series that are coming up, like penguins in sweaters. I can't wait to show them to you. They are the cutest. Yeah. So don't forget, in the shop, so I lowered the shipping fees for my lovely international customers. For Europe, it starts at 9.90 euros, and for the rest of the world, it's 90 euro, and it's free shipping for orders above 150 euros. So don't hesitate to place your orders. I hope you like Aimable as much as I do. I love Aimable. And that's it for this week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next week, hopefully with more knitting, because I really missed knitting this week. I didn't have enough knitting time, and I took some time to work on my, both my hats, and yeah, it felt good because I have been so busy dyeing and preparing orders. I didn't get some time, some knitting time, and I missed it. So I really want to have more knitting time the coming week and have more things to share with you, and more progress, and hopefully a finished pair of socks. That would be so awesome. Okay guys, so I wish you a lovely week. I will see you next week, and stay safe, and see you next week. Ciao.